This is an equilateral-ish triangle. This took longer than I want to admit. So you're going to have to use some imagination because I don't want to spend any more time trying to create this. But anyway, as you probably know, every angle is 60 degrees of an equilateral triangle. So if we bisect this angle, which is what we did, it's now 30 degrees. And to the right is our new triangle after we bisected it. This side is 4 units because we bisected it on this triangle. Okay, so let me label it so it's easier to see. So we bisected it. This angle is 30 degrees. And just for simplicity, I moved it over here. So now we have a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. And why is this so special, you might be thinking? Well, you're about to find out. So this side length is A. Okay, so we've already established that the shortest leg, and the shortest leg is the one opposite the smallest angle, is half the measure of the hypotenuse. So here's the hypotenuse here, which is opposite the right angle. Oh, that came out wider than I was hoping, but so that's 8 units. The shortest leg is 4 units. Okay? Let's get rid of that. I don't like that too much. But now we're going to use Pythagoras, and we've got 4 squared plus 8. A squared is equal to 8 squared. And we find out that a squared is equal to 48. And that means that oh shoot, I clicked the wrong one. Okay, that means A is equal to plus or minus the square root of 48. Again, we're going to disregard the negative because we're talking about length. So we're going to simplify this radical now. And 16 times 3 is equal to 48. 16 times 3. Now 16 is a perfect square. We can take the square root of that, which is 4. But the 3, if you take the square root of that, it's going to be an irrational number. So we leave that in the square root sign. So we've got 4 square root of 3. Okay, and now we have our rule for a special right triangle. So let's go ahead and fill in the square root of the 30, 60, 90 special right triangle to be more specific. So now we found out that this is 4 square root of 3. Sorry, this tablet I'm still getting used to it. So 4 square root of 3. Actually, I said tablet, but what I mean is this program I'm using is kind of tricky to use. That's extremely ugly, so I'm going to rewrite it. 4 square root of 3. Let me try again. There we go. So, if we look at the shortest leg, the one opposite the smallest angle, it's a number, it's x, we'll call it x, we can call it whatever we want. In this instance, it's 4. And then across the longer leg, which is a 60 degree angle, it's going to be the square root of 3 times longer than the shortest leg. And if we go to the hypotenuse, it's twice as long. And that means that if your smallest leg is x, your longer leg is going to be the square root of 3 times longer than x, which is x square root of 3, and your hypotenuse is going to be 2x. And that's always the case with 30, 60, 90 special right triangles.